afterwards get stuck in one of three places. The first place is the healing stage. They get stuck deeply in that victim place. And it's so understandable, y'all. I get it. I suffered severe levels of psychological, emotional, narcissistic abuse for almost a decade. Not discrediting the experience. It is one of the most uncomfortable, horrible, painful experiences you can experience in human form. Narcissistic abuse is malicious, intentional, and it's absolutely atrocious. But if you truly want to grow out of it and expand from it and learn and grow and thrive after it, you have to get out of the healing stage. That stage is moving out of the victim complex and being willing to look at the role that you played in it. I had to uncomfortably look at my own ways I abandoned myself time and time again. My own ways I never spoke out for myself. My own ways I avoided all these conversations to keep the peace, which is fake peace. I had to look at all the ways that I ignored my own intuition. But a lot of people get stuck staying in the victim place and not being able to move past it to see a higher perspective and begin the process of letting those experiences go. Once you do move out of that and you start to see the lessons involved in it and you start to expand from it, then the second part is where people get stuck. And this is when they begin to heal, they begin to let that stuff go, they see the bigger picture, but their heart stays closed to new love. They're unwilling to open their heart again for fear of experiencing that same kind of damage and pain. Again, it's understandable, but you deserve healthy love, and there are healthy, loving people out there. You get out of that by learning to trust and love again, but with discernment, not ignoring red flags, trusting your intuition, having uncomfortable conversations. And if you get through that and you do open your heart to new love and you attract a healthy partner, the last place they get stuck before their life truly expands into the most beautiful of ways. They get stuck by self-sabotaging the healthy relationship they just attracted. And they do this because your brain thinks if you're vulnerable again, it's going to be weaponized. It's going to be used against you. Your brain is telling you there's no way this can be.
So just to touch a little bit on that, I wanted to address the fact that I'm good. I feel like the trash took itself out. I don't want to find myself just focusing on him all the time and talking about what happened to me. I want to learn how I can heal and get over it sooner than later, than being stuck on the pain that comes back in waves. And I know my growth will threaten his illusion thinking that he has a chance to come back, whether that means he'll try in a few months, in a few years. I'll never go back to him. I am feeling like I'm evolving, and I'm no longer willing to lower myself to his level, or anybody else's level for that matter. And I look at him in a different light. He's a very pathetic little old man. He must really have thought he was some shit to think that, you know, he could find something better out there. He convinced himself that he was better than me. He convinced himself that he was better looking, better personality, all of the above. And it was never a competition to me. He left me not really thinking about the consequences, for sure. I wasn't very aware that there was no greener grass. Whatever she gave him, it was something shiny and easy, more compliant. At the end of the day, it was just a fantasy. It wasn't real. He came back home to face his own mediocrity. And when he decided to leave, he left with such arrogance. It was mind-boggling to see the arrogance that he had. He left thinking that he had upgraded, when in fact that he found somebody who would just stroke his ego. They weren't about to tolerate his dysfunction. And he wouldn't allow anybody to ask or question him about his intentions. He went there for convenience. He went there for a cheap thrill. That's it. What narcs want, it doesn't mean it's better. Not at all. It means it's easier. It's a fucking slut. They want somebody who doesn't challenge them, who doesn't expect them to grow with them. And these people, they're trash. They don't require any emotional depth. They don't want a partner. They just want an audience to say, hey, look, I got Jesse's man. It's all a facade. And the joke's on you. The trash took itself out. And you just helped me get rid of it. So thank you, whore. I appreciate you. Too bad you couldn't have kept him. I wish he never came back. Nobody wants him here. And so, back to the narc. The grain of grass that they think is real is just artificial. It might look good from a distance, but once they're there standing right on it, they realize there's nothing alive underneath. No substance, no connection, no soul. And the person that they're actually looking at in real life, they're fucking ugly. They're just a fucking rat. I told them, don't you hoover me. I don't want you back. She can have you. She can keep you. And what does he do? He suddenly decides, oh, the one person that actually loved and cared about me, and I devalued her and underestimated her, called her names and disrespected her. I treated her like a fucking dog. Treated her like a slave. I blamed everything on her. That person, me, I start looking like the only real thing that you ever had. The only thing is, you decided to do me dirty. You betrayed me in the worst way possible. There's no coming back from that. Never. I knew you were going to come crawling back. But I did not expect you to come back raging. Raging that I won't take you back. Raging that I had the audacity to love myself and have that self-respect to not take you back or chase you. I can't believe you would expect me to chase you. You're so fucking gross. You're raging that the door you slammed shut was no longer going to be open. Not even a sliver. No, I slammed that fucking door after you first slammed it on me. I know you didn't return because you loved me. You never loved me. You only came back because you lost control. Whether you were rejected, I don't care. I reject you. How dare I not be waiting exactly where you left me? You were trying to break me, and you saw me as desperate that I would be available to for your scraps. You fucking nasty whore. The audacity that you're even still living under this roof. I fucking hate you so much. I'm pissed. Yeah, I don't sound pissed. I don't get pissed in the sense that I'm going to rage out, crash out, just like you do all the time. I'm not like you. And let me just make this clear. If you did truly find somebody better, why are you back? You wouldn't be back. You wouldn't be this angry. You wouldn't be obsessed. You wouldn't have spiraled like you did. Like a fucking lunatic. I know people like you only rage when the fantasy collapses. When the new shiny supply doesn't fix the emptiness. I know you were catfished, and you'll deny it. It's freaking hilarious. I hope you enjoyed that thick black eyeliner and those big old lips. You're very demeaning to me, and you're commenting on my looks. You just flip-flop. 1 minute I'm gorgeous, the next minute I'm something else. I'll never forget what you told me. And for that in itself, those words that you told me, I will never talk to you ever again. For good reason. And I'm not joking. I will never talk to you again. Not for anything. Your fantasy did collapse. And maybe you'll never realize that you traded substance for a novelty. And you traded my stability for validation. And just a cheap attention, like I said. That's your oxygen, is to have that constant attention. That instant gratification. You're so fucking sick. You're lame. Don't you see it? And instead of taking responsibility, you came back to try to destroy my reputation, and you rewrote the complete opposite of what happened. And you continue to blame me. Why the fuck would I even want you? You're gross. You're a sick, pathetic man. In your fucked up mind, you see me as difficult. You see me as unforgiving. You even accuse me of not being an empath because I would not forgive you or even want to reconcile with you. you'll never admit to the truth. It would require you to face your own failure, and you're such a loser. Can you see that? What you wanted to happen, you wanted me to be destroyed by discarding me in the most brutal way, even after everything that I've been through with my health, losing my little dog, losing our house, losing everything in that hurricane, almost losing my life. You still did me wrong. And I'm still coming out ahead. Your fucking discard backfired on you, you goddamn fool. So again, the moment you left, the trash didn't just take itself out. It freed me. And I'm so happy. I really am. Like, I have these mixed emotions. I'm just so free from you. You were such a weight on me. You were a fucking parasite. I'm free from carrying somebody who was emotionally bankrupt, and that was you. I'm free from explaining basic decency to a fucking idiot that knows exactly what basic human decency is, but he refused to give it to me. You freed me from lowering my standards so you could feel tall, even though you're a short little old man with little baby legs. You'll never be tall. You're nothing to me. You're nasty. You thought by leaving was a power move? You thought by coming back that I was a placeholder? I was an option? I warned you. I will never be anybody's option. Nobody will ever destroy me. And you're nobody. What you didn't expect was that I would finally see you clearly. And this door is permanently closed. I know in your fucked up delusional mind that you think that you're irreplaceable. You believed that I'd never move on without you. Even all the disrespect that you've given to me. That's delusional. What's even more hilarious is that you actually believe that your absence was punishment for me, when after 3 days, I was pretty much over you. And the kids were saying, wow, this is so nice. We were having a blast without you gone. Or without you here. I loved it. The kids loved it. We didn't need your dirty, rotten ass scrub over here, bitching us out every 2 seconds. Screaming, raging, acting like a bitch. You didn't understand what such a burden you were. Just your mere presence. Nobody wants you here. Nobody wants you here. That's right, nobody wants you here. Get it through your goddamn fucking head. Anyways, that weight that I was carrying for so long was replaced with clarity, and peace replaced the chaos that existed when you were around. I don't have anxiety anymore. And I have my self-worth back. I'm not in survival mode anymore. I'm actually living my life. So no, I don't think you left because you found better. Not at all. I think you left because you couldn't be better. You're a scrub and you always will be a scrub. And I think when you realize that, it's going to be too late for you. That trash took itself out, and I'll never take it back. Fuck you.